Hey, YouTube, it's Steve from Tower Genius, and just wanted to do a video. I did a short video. Now I'm going to upload a little bit of a longer video, so this will be longer than 60 seconds. So let me explain how to negotiate and how to calculate your signing bonus if you are renewing a lease, if you are doing a cell tower lease amendment. This is on a rooftop cell site if you're doing T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, whatever. Or if it's on a tower, American Tower, Crown Castle, SBA, usual suspects. Okay, so if you did a good job first time around and you don't have a right of first refusal to lease, you want to make sure that you still don't have a right of first refusal on the lease when you sign that amendment. I know companies like MD7 and these other third-party vendors are going to try to get the right of first refusal, and they'll scream bloody murder, if they can't get it. But general rule of thumb, the right of first refusal is there. Tower companies use it to beat you down, okay, and scare off competition in the event you decide to sell that lease. And believe me, this is true. A lot of lease buyout companies won't even touch a lease that has, let's say, lower rent and lower escalator, and let's just say it has a right of first refusal in it, because they have to buy that ROFR down from, let's say, from AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile. They got to pay to buy out that right of first refusal. And so if you're negotiating an amendment, a lease renewal, extending that lease on a tower, let's say, and you want to figure out, well, how much signing bonus should I ask for? General rule of thumb, obviously, if you're doing it on your own, good luck. We don't recommend that. If you are using, let's say, a top-notch consulting firm like Tower Genius, then you want to make sure that you're calculating your fee, right? The cost of the consulting services, and you also want to calculate at least 1.5 to 2 times of your annual rent, right? So on these lease buyouts, for example, without a right of first refusal, you'll get a significantly higher multiple if you sell the lease than if you have one. If you have a right of first refusal, companies won't pay as much, right? So the offers are considerably lower. So you want to work that into the deal. So just say you're calculating the signing bonus. If you have a right of first refusal in the lease, or you will have one, let's say, which we don't recommend, but then you got to ask for 2 to 3 times your annual rent. So let's say if your rent is $10,000 a year, ask for a $25,000, $30,000 signing bonus. That's just the general rule of thumb to help cover your legal review, your consulting fees, or whatever, and the cost of that right of first refusal. And they're buying that right, and that's worth something. So don't forget that when you're calculating it. If there is no ROFR in the lease, well then just cover your fees, cover your legal review, cover your consultants, and and I always recommend overpay for consulting, right? Because there's nothing worse than getting bad advice. So hopefully that helps.